content and figure out key words, key language from that, and maybe discover something that color content can utilize, like do some media analysis. At the moment, we haven't been able to communicate with the director because she has certain family emergencies to take care of. But we're trying to get a sense of the content community. You know.
They're doing obviously amazing work at helping give second chances to folks who, typically early in life, made one bad decision or multiple bad decisions, but ended up in a place where, they're kind of behind the eight ball as far as opportunities for life. And so it's just really great to see that, they're being provided opportunity to tap into things like coding, things that opportunities help them like level up their tech skills, so that upon re-entry they can be viable in this current like tech-driven society. So we're just playing the role of trying to assist the work that they're doing by assisting them with data collection, data analysis, and also just learning best practices concerning some of the work that they do, whether it be
speak now as part of my group within this larger project, right? Because it's my big project, but I'll talk now about the firma code group and the Metas. So what we're really excited is we're the unique group in that we are supporting two other funded projects through the CSUN Equity Innovation Hub, and we're supporting their projects and their community partners. When we crafted the grant, we thought that would be interesting because part of the mission of this new wave of funding, this is everybody's second round of funding who's still being funded, is to really not just do the work, but then tell the story of doing the work.
Of the project and how does it impact the community. So I think there's several goals that I think are important. We're working with a population level data set in which students are able to use their real world experience, things that they may be concerned in, things like food insecurity, things like sleep disorders, diabetes, and be able to formulate research questions based on a population level data set. Now what that means is that we can look at a representative population and really help us to understand the needs of our community.
Is to analyze real data and then try to answer a question in the group we came up, like how diabetes and ethnicity is going to be related or not. So and that's what we are going through the data, analyzing the visualization, and then try to answer that question.
Long Beach residents empowered with Libre for short. So they're all about community organizing, in particular helping BIPOC communities with the historical and racist legacies of redlining. So it's a lot of housing and renting rights. And we actually had a Long Beach alum who works with them currently for my program of the geography department. So we had like a unique relationship, and also one of my colleagues there is on the board of Libre as well. So we had like a lot of experience working with them in the past, but as a nonprofit, as this organization that's always scrambling for funds, public support, disseminating information, synthesizing that information and getting the word out, and then also community organizing, it's a lot. And so any way in which this group of students, as you can see, were very engaged in their interviews as well. Any way in which that we can lessen the burden while still having a meaningful impact using the skills that
to visualize and show what is our current equity problems in our Long Beach City. So the collaborative work with some Long Beach City, so we can collect the data from the US Census data, and then we extract or we identify the new finding. So which factors makes the different equity, the problems in the Long Beach City. So not only for the economical, but also the health part too. So actually we can just show this, we can visualize this one to the other audience in the Long Beach City. And then the ultimate goal is to make some questions or research questions so that they understand and then they get some another idea.
To dive deep into like looking at that racial equity and looking at what other factors might contribute to racial inequity in Long Beach. And so they're looking at various regions of Long Beach and seeing if there's any differences there. They're looking at the different races and then actually breaking that down even further. They're looking at a lot of different aspects of like housing, right, and the availability of housing, and trying to see, can we look at that in a racial format as well, as opposed to just looking at it like by region. So they've been really exploring a lot of the different like variables that might contribute to racial inequity in Long Beach.